Reality can best be described as animate aliveness. Why, you say? I'm Russ Rapp here, bringing you new ways of seeing non-duality. And I wanted to make this video quick because I wanted to give my best definition or description of reality. And what I'm calling it is animate aliveness. And so I wanted to be the first to coin that term. If you break it up, there's two parts to it. Animate, meaning kind of in motion. It's what you would think of when it comes to consciousness, human reality, if you will. So I'm alive, I'm animated. The difference between me and, let's say, a rock is that I'm an animated being and a rock is an inanimate object. And so when someone passes away or dies, that animation, that motion, that energy leaves. You still have the mass, the body, everything is still there, but that motion, that aliveness is gone. So that kind of is a great segue into the second part of the term, aliveness. So aliveness is kind of that infinite everything. It's kind of where people get confused with the term consciousness, because everything has aliveness. This here, this now, whatever you want to describe it as, has alive, it's whole, it is what is. And so it's the basis of that animation, that animating spirit. The reason I use two terms to describe reality, because if you only use one, the separate self will attach its identity onto that. It'll make its own duality. And so if you use just one term like aliveness, the separate self will say, okay, well, that's equivalent to wholeness, and so everything that's not whole is not real. And so my identity is this idea of aliveness or wholeness. And so when you have situations where you see yourself as a separate entity and there are others, and you have reactions to other people or things happen in your life, then it calls into question that whole ideology, and you become confused again. If you take the flip side of that and focus on the word animate, the separate self will think, okay, well, I am the only thing that exists. The self, the human consciousness, is all that's real. And so when I die, nothing exists, because I am the end-all, be-all of reality. And so when you use two terms together that basically counteract each other and are both true, the separate self doesn't have this way to attach itself. So it's just kind of is able to be free in the identity of reality. So animate aliveness. You heard it here first. I want to hear your ideas, comments, questions, so write them down below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Peace.